Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Just have a little bit to talk about regarding some books. So I finished Elena Knows yesterday, and I was really surprised at the ending of that book. It took me by surprise, and in a really satisfying way. I didn't know how it was going to end. I think once I got to like midway through the book, I realized it's not going to end the way that I think it's going to end. And I didn't really have any exact thoughts on how it was going to end, but I kind of thought that it would go, that something would happen with this woman that she's going to meet that would end up somewhere, you know. And it obviously it did end up somewhere, but the whole book is just her traveling to this woman, and when she gets to the woman, she kind of realizes some things that she never realized, or maybe that she just didn't want to realize. And this woman's bluntness kind of shakes her out of it and makes her realize that her daughter really did take her own life. And it was just such a visceral book. I mean, just the fact that like every movement she makes is kind of weighed out in her head of, can I make this movement? Has my medication set in yet? Okay, let me put one foot in front of the other. It just really exemplifies that kind of disorder that she has, the Parkinson's, and you feel it because you're literally in her head as she's thinking through every single movement that she makes with her body. It's like every movement is some sort of trade that she has to make within her own body, and she calls her illness herself, and then she calls it the horror illness, which is kind of funny. And just the shame, the way that shame is written about, and her daughter's feelings in these flashbacks, her daughter's shame over her mother and her illness. And some of those parts were really hard to read, honestly. And also I really like the way that they tied together this concept of using someone else's body. Like I forgot the woman's name that she goes to see, but how she says, your daughter used my body and now you want to come here and use my body, which she does. She literally wants to use her body to help her find out what happened to her daughter. So just like, I feel like all the themes in this book were written about so well, and I just really appreciated it. I thought it was really good. On to the next topic. I took a break from reading Lithium for Medea. So I'm gonna go back to that today. I'm on chapter 6, but the only reason I took a break was to finish Elena Knows, because I had to it's a library book, I had to return it. So I did that. I returned it this morning. And yesterday, just on a whim, I decided to go back to Skylight Books because I looked at my bank account and realized that I got paid the other day. I didn't even realize. So I was on a walk and I was like, let me just check it out, you know. I was eyeing Slow Days Fast Company by Eve Babbitt's the other day, but I didn't want to buy 2 books, so I decided to just go back there, and it was packed, and there was an anniversary sale. So I ended up spending, like, I got, I think, either he said 15 or 50% off. But regardless, I spent $15 on this. So this is Slow Days, Fast Company, The World, the Flesh, and LA by Eve Babbitt's. Introduction by Matthew Spector, who wrote Always Crashing in the Same Car, which is a book I did not finish. I own the book, but I got like 15% into that book. I might pick it up at some point in the future, but it was kind of just dragging on. Or maybe I just wasn't really interested in it. I don't know. So yeah, I didn't read the introduction, but I'm on the chapter called Bakersfield, and I'm like 19 pages into it. I kind of want to take this slow. It's a very tiny book, and I want to have it in Florida. So I think I'm going to put this to the side and try to finish Lithium for Medea. I don't really have any notes on that book yet, except for I just really kind of got giddy when she was describing how her lover Jason would, like, they live in Venice, and she could see him walking over these little bridges and crossing these canals to come see her, and I could like feel the excitement and like butterfly feeling. I know that they're like actually in a toxic relationship, and this guy is like not very nice, but I related to just the way that she felt. It was just it felt very magical is all I can say. So I'm excited to kind of go back into that world. I really liked, her writing is very evocative. I can feel her mother's house in Beverly Hills, and I could feel this little town in Venice, the canals and the little house she's in. So yeah, I'm gonna go back to that now. And that's all I have to say. I really miss vlogging, and like especially now that I'll be in Florida soon, I really want to vlog, but I just can't do it, you guys, unless I got a camera. But even if I get a camera, I don't have iMovie on my computer, so yeah, I don't know how people do it. Like, I don't know how much are they like just I know you don't have to be rich to like make videos and stuff, but I just like feel like very defeated by all the technology that I have. Like nothing seems to work for me. Pour me another